Whoa, is this the toilet? It's so big. Can I touch it? Wow.
Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and today I'm going to attempt to make a full-size toilet candle.
Now you're probably already thinking, what? But I will show you my reason for wanting to create this transcendent art piece. And yes, you heard me correctly. I want this toilet to be the vessel for a lovely handcrafted decorative flame. With extra flame. Stay tuned. 30 pounds of wax. This is so much candle making material. I'm probably already achieving my goal. Oh right, my goal. So you see I create whatever I want on this channel, and on my fitness channel I get as jacked as I want. You watch me being confident and bold and unquestioning, but a part of my brain is still questioning. I know I don't fit the mold of a usual female, or a usual DIY creator, or even a usual human, and a voice inside me says maybe I should fit the mold better. Maybe I should make a nice little candle. So here we are, my first attempt at candle making. A nice little candle. Now we have to seal up this crappy hole. I've been weighing a couple options here. We have acrylic discs. This one would mean that there's way less candle underneath, but it would look the same, and way less. Way less. You know what I mean? Which would be so much easier. But you, my dear Pally, would know there was less candle even if you can't see it. And people that don't know the story, I feel like it's just sense the aura of less candle. I'm gonna go with the smaller piece because the depth of the candle equates to the depth of the artwork, probably. Even though it will way more and be way harder to pull off. And I've already melted my glove into the candle. It's fine, there's nothing we can't fix for no reason because it's gonna be covered up anyway. I don't like how easily that acrylic bent, but I think I mathed correctly. The wax is gonna be less hot than the bendy temperature of this, but that's a later problem. Keep going, Spags. Now this is gonna watertight seal up the hole, and if it seemed like I was very adept at building toilets, it's because I've already done this before with my velvet toilet. Don't look down the barrel of a gun, kids. I feel like Elmer Fudd. While that's setting, let's talk wicks, because this really is going to be all about the execution. Anyone can make a toilet candle, and what's going to set ours apart from all of the other toilet candles are 5 different design surprises I have for you along the way. Starting with, it came with the wax. These wicks are small and plural. We don't want several wicks. We want one big old fat flame in the center of the bowl. Look at the aggressive sales photo of this thing. Who is this selling to? I mean, clearly me, but I didn't know I could be a target demographic. Like one of those props that magicians use, and they go like this, and then suddenly the knot is gone. Wait a minute. There we go. Now, traditional candle makers would turn their nose up at this. See what I did there? Because it's wrong. You would want a bunch of wicks to burn a candle this size, but that's so boring. I'm doing wrong. Precisely dead center wrong. Now while that sets, let's have dinner. In 2 minutes? What? A big theme we've seen on my channel is that making stuff is hard, and clearly Factor is smarter than me because they made making food easy. Whoop. Oh, I put so much planning and prep and stress into bringing an outrageous candle into the world that I have zero mental energy for a grocery store run or turning on a burner. These meals come right to my door, and it is cheaper than takeout because yes, I did spend all my money on an ungodly amount of wax. They have 35 meals to choose from every week. Keto, calorie smart, veggie, vegan, and my favorite part, they have protein plus. I don't know if you've seen my fitness channel, but I very much care about getting enough protein. Also, cleanup. And now I can get back to arting. If you also would rather spend your time making stuff that isn't food, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code AllieSpagnola50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code AllieSpagnola50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month of orders. Okay, the fumes are gone. We don't have a silicone scented candle. And how are we looking? Oh yeah, this is great. Sealed up. I've never been so proud to have clogged a toilet. And now it is time to enwaxen you. You'll notice that I'm actively ignoring the fact that this is broken. It arrived thusly, and I do not have time to complain to Jeffy and send it back. I am so excited for this. Wow, it's like white chocolate. Oh, make sure we're off. That might have been too much. See if you get melty. Oh, it's already working. That was quick. So yeah, I'm making a candle like a nice, normal, female DIY creator human, except clearly not. This is the only thing I could find for stirring, and I don't have time to cut it off. I feel like a witch. Oh, this is fun. Foam coming in handy here. Now I'm stuck in here. Okay, trying to make sure it's the right temperature to be melted, but not melt our plugged up acrylic. I think that'll do. Is it pouring time? Oh, I am so excited and weirdly nervous. I'll probably transfer it to another pot to pour in delicately, but that doesn't sound outrageous. Let's go! Oh, it's just peeing out top. How did I not expect this? How was that last shot something on my channel? Okay, it looks like it's fine, except for being inappropriately yellow. Just sticking my hand in a full yellow toilet on the internet. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the acrylic's going anywhere. Okay, more. The problem is, despite me feeling like a misfit, I do not want to force myself to fit. Yes, I could listen to the little negative voice. I know what I could do to be normal, to not feel like a weirdo, but it would be excruciating. The only way I can bring myself to make a nice little candle is to make it a giant, outrageous toilet humor candle. Whoa, is that laminar flow? How cool. It's dribbling out at the end. Maybe my pot has some prostate issues. Cut, no, take that out. Well, I definitely thought I was getting white candle wax, and I also didn't expect to be able to see to the bottom, but we will fix that by the end. Now is the portion of the video where I question my life choices, and then realize I love my job, and I love you pallies, because you showing up makes this job possible. Let's go. Ooh, wax in between the pop socket floor isn't ideal. Oh well, keep going. Since I refuse to bring myself to be normal, I hope the light from this candle will illuminate my path toward accepting that I will never do things normally. I do believe we have reached the perfect, uncomfortable fullness. Now this is cool. A couple of unmelted chunks fell in there and they stayed intact. This bodes well for my design surprise number 2. I would like to create a sculpture to be hidden inside the candle. Trying to see if I can just melt it with my hands and make the form that I want. Yeah, I think this is working. It helps that it's freaking hot in my workshop. These are dyes, and weirdly they don't come in scat umber. So I'm gonna try and make my own using all the primary colors. We need some paper towels. If it wasn't clear, I don't actually know what I'm doing, but that's only because this has never been done before. I don't know why. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, do that. Whoa. Get it nice and mixed in. I do believe it is working. We're gonna need more dye though, and it's looking on the red side, which sounds unhealthy. So more blue and yellow. Making a little bit of a mess here. I think we've got the right color ratio. We just need it a little darker. And if it seems I'm very adept at making this specific sculpture, it's because I've done this on my channel before. Really glad I made the choice last minute to put gloves on. And the piece is complete. I really like that it looks like we got a lot of fiber. Now to place it in the candle. Hopefully it doesn't dye the white wax. I'm also hoping the white wax turns back white when it cools. Quit stalling, just go. Yep. Yep. It is in there, and it is not melting. Great, so I can't wait to burn down to that. Surprise design choice number 3. I intentionally didn't put any scented oils in this because it is so much funnier that any in-person viewer for this artwork is definitely gonna go, wow, I wonder what scent that candle is, and then have to project what they think they're smelling. Ooh, it's starting to get cloudy, which means this is the window of opportunity for design surprise number 4. I'm gonna try and swirl in blue on the top to make this bowl look more tidy. Oh, that is cool. Oh my goodness. Get closer. Now it's supposed to take 5 hours for a soy candle to solidify, but I feel like ours is special and that number may be very low. Really hoping it gets back to white. Yellow is just too much. We want subtle poop joke. Okay, now it's getting really cloudy on top. And the swirls fell throughout, which is nice, but I want more on the top layer, so I'm gonna try and add that in before it's too late. Please work. Oh yeah, that's great. And that was a P for you all, my pants pallies, who stick with me not just through the shorts, but the long struggle of bringing a candle toilet to life. Yes, it is getting back to white. I am so pleased. I don't know, I gotta have good timing on this, but hopefully design surprise number 5. Can I mold a 3-dimensional flush into it? It's kind of listening to me. Just because I know I have to be myself to be happy doesn't mean that I've stopped that piece of my brain that questions if I'm doing it right. That tiny little voice that naysays. Man, this is so satisfying. The edges are really listening to me. They're just perfectly not too hard. It's crazy when there are cracks, I can just go in and smooth them out. But this was too soon for the center. It's still way too liquidy, so I'm gonna have to let it sit and hopefully be able to go in and refine it later. I left to fit in a workout, but this may be pushing it too long. I should be babysitting my toilet. I'm back. Friend, please don't be too hard now. Ooh. Oh, this is perfect. We can further detail. So I hope that lighting this candle gives me the tranquility to quiet down the microscopic tiny little voice that naysays. It looks like a freaking flush. Can't believe I'm putting so much work into the part that's going to burn first. I really hope this cools by tomorrow because I now have a 6th bonus design surprise for you. How we looking? Oh, yes. It is ready. We have a hardened piece of pottery. This is a very exciting part. I kind of just want to light this whole far end and see if it works like a cartoon bomb. Okay, screw it. Why not? No, come on. Okay, this is taking too long. Trusty craft scissors coming in hot. Maybe not so trusty in this case. Come on. Almost there. Yes. Before we get to the 6th surprise, let's just appreciate the fact that there is a toilet candle that now exists in this world. But even if this helps me reach tranquility, I'll just have a calm voice quietly saying, "What is wrong with you? Just be a little candle-making gal that no one can judge or call an outcast." I may never get rid of that minuscule, microscopic, tiny little voice. Hello to everyone who skipped to the end and didn't watch the creation portion. Rest assured, John Wick here is just a solid blue and white candle throughout and nothing else. Now, does the artwork work? Come on, stay burnt. I have to come in with a second here. Was I too ambitious with the wick? I should have cut it shorter. No! This is not what it looked like on Amazon. Ah! Oh, we have a big old flame. The way it's burning the wax is trailing into the tracks of the flush. It's so cool. Okay. That is so much smoke. What the heck? It smells like toilet in here. So instead, I lit this candle as my surrender, my acknowledgement that the voice exists and I will keep being me in tandem with the doubting voice enduring. And now for the bonus design surprise number 6, I'm calling in my brilliant friend Michael Pick, the casual engineer, and I would take this to him, but it is currently immovable. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to burn it all the way down before I can even get it out of my workshop, so stay tuned for that on Shorts.
Whoa, is this the toilet? So big. Can I touch it? Wow, that looks amazing.
Thank you. Do you think we can pull off making it light when you flush it?
I think so. I think the torch is going to be big enough, but there's one way to find out.
What do we have here?
So this is our deluxe fire starter 9000 right here. When you push this little button right here, when it's plugged in, this will ignite the torch.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
How cool. Did you model this yourself?
Yeah, I modeled this. If you need a longer cable, you could even hook this up to like a remote wireless system.
Wow, I could light my toilet from the other room.
You could, theoretically.
Sweet, let's install it. Such a great addition to my nice little candle.
We got that aimed at it. If we put a board across here, maybe something firm where it could bounce off of. This recess area makes it so it won't hit the top of it.
It won't make contact?
Or like maybe styrofoam or something. I'm not sure if we have anything.
I have lots of foam. I made a giant balancing bird and this is left over from it. I don't need to fill the whole thing, right? Just like one strip.
Oh yeah. That should work. All right, so I'm gonna put the controller behind the toilet quick. I'm just putting some double-sided tape on it.
Hide the smart parts.
Hide the brain of the system behind it. Okay, so now we'll put the button inside the toilet. We're gonna put it on the bottom of the lid, so when this lever pulls up on the rod, it will hit the button and activate the torch.
Exactly what we need to complete this piece.
So now I'll carefully, perfect.
Oh, I'm so excited.
There we go. All right, let's see if it works.
Can I test it first?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Pallies, it worked. Okay, wait.
There's a hold it.
Oh,
that's so
incredible. Did I say this candle represents my surrender? No, screw that. This candle is to torch that negative voice. Yes, I don't fit. My weirdness is not a flaw, it's my power. It's the reason that all those people that I think are judging me as an outcast actually think I'm cool. And if they don't, they're wrong. Take that, puny voice. Success! That's amazing. You're a genius. If you liked this, you'll like seeing when I made this pop socket floor. I'll put that down there for you.
What in the world? This is what you've been doing?
Hey, Best Pally, I'm Allie. And today, I'm going to make an entire fidget floor. This is 7,000 pop sockets. And I'm going to individually tile in here wall to wall to make a pop walkable experience. I'm not